This PowerPoint has been put together in response to the answers to the listening questions on the Ave Maria exercise sheet from Musical Futures. It was fairly clear that time signatures needed some revising. Question 1 on that sheet requested you to identify the number of beats in the bar, which is essentially trying to work out the time signature. So this PowerPoint will look at simple time signatures, going back to the very basics. Consider a dripping tap. It drips at a regular speed. The cross denotes the drips. Notice that the gaps in between the crosses are the same, and basically this is the pulse of the music. It's regular and it's constant. We could divide that pulse into half, and therefore we'll get twice as many drips, and the gap between them will become shorter. We could take this further still, cutting those half crosses into smaller crosses, which would mean it would get quicker and quicker. This is the basis of the musical rhythm tree. Now in the UK, we give each note, each shape of notes, a name and a value. The first one is a semi-breve round open note with 4 beats. It's worth 4 counts. The minim, the round open note with the stem, is worth 2 counts. A crotchet is worth 1 count. A quaver is worth half a count, and the semiquaver is a quarter of a count. And in this tree, they're all related to the semi-breve. It shows you that there are 2 minims equal to a semi-breve, 4 crotchets equal to a semi-breve, and so on. Now the Americans use the same notes. They're worth the same value, same number of beats, but they call them something slightly different. The semi-breve is the whole note. The minim is the half note. The crotchet is a quarter note. Quaver, 8th note. Semiquaver, 16th note. Now if you think about it, this is fairly logical, because a minim worth 2 is half of a whole note, which is worth 4, so that's why it's called half note. A crotchet is worth 1 count. That is a quarter of a whole note, and so on and so on. Now, if you understand that, then you're halfway to understanding time signatures. Music requires a time signature at the beginning to tell the player how many beats are in a bar. Here we've got 2/4. The top figure indicates the number of counts in a bar. In this case, it's 2. The bottom figure indicates the value of each count. Now, in this case, they're quarter notes. Imagine the quarter, the fraction, 1/4. So the 4 at the bottom indicates quarter notes, which we know as crotchets. So therefore, 2/4 has 2 beats in each bar, and each beat is worth a crotchet. Now, similarly, if we have 2/2, there are 2 counts in the bar, just as there were with 2/4, but because they are half notes, each count is worth a minim. Now this is simple duple time. Simple because each count is divisible by 2. Each crotchet is worth 2 quavers. We can divide it into 2 and get 2 quavers. And a minim, we can divide that into 2 and get 2 crotchets. Duple because there are 2 beats in every bar. This time signature is commonly used in military marching music. Let's consider 3/4. The top figure indicates the number of counts in a bar, in this case 3. The bottom figure indicates the value of each count. In this case, they are quarter notes. We know them as crotchets. So, 3 counts in each bar, and each one is worth a crotchet. Similarly, again, if we use 3/2, there are 3 counts in the bar, but this time they're worth half notes, minims. So 3 counts, but each one is worth a minim. This is called simple triple. Simple again because each count is divisible by 2, but this time triple because there are 3 counts in each bar. The most common use of 3/4 time is in dance. A waltz uses music that has 3 counts in a bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. 4/4 is the most common time signature that you come across. In fact, it is called common time. The top figure indicates the number of counts. This time it's 4. The bottom figure is quarter notes, crotchets. It's a 4. So therefore, there are 4 counts in each bar, and each one is worth a crotchet. Similarly again, 4/2, in this case, 4 counts in a bar, but half notes indicate minims, so each count is worth a minim. These time signatures are called simple quadruple. Simple again because each count is divisible by 2, and quadruple because there are 4 counts in the bar, no matter what the note value is. Most pop songs are in a straightforward, strong 4/4 time signature. Simple duple, any time signature with 2 at the top. Simple triple, any time signature with 3 at the top. Simple quadruple, any time signature with 4 at the top. Now if you need to go back and listen to this again, please play it again. If it would be better for you to make some notes, please make notes. If you want to print off the PowerPoint. The second part of this presentation will consider compound time signatures.